I'm live. Oh, that's good. I like being live. Yeah. So, anyway, today I thought I'd do a stream. It's actually based on another stream that I did on Facebook a while ago, and I thought, well, I'm gonna do another stream again, um, but based on the same topic. So I got one video on Facebook, and then I'll have one on YouTube, and that. But this one I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth, and that, and it's basically called ghosts, spirits, angels, and demons, and that. And I just kind of just give you just a rough idea of which each entity, the who they are, what they are, the role they play, all that stuff, right? And so that's one thing that a lot of people, I don't think they really understand the difference between a ghost and a spirit. Okay, well, you've heard me mention about residual energy or memory energy. Okay, well, that's basically what a ghost is. Basically, it's a memory imprint of an event or something that happened in the past, and it's a recorded event. You know the stone tape theory about memory energy being imprinted in wherever there's electromagnetism or any kind of structure that holds memory energy. Well, that's basically what it is. And I can give you one very good example right now, and that is everybody knows of the Gettysburg Battle of Gettysburg. Okay, well, so investigators have been to that location, and even though there's no spirit energy in a lot of the areas, and that, well, basically what I'm saying is there's no spirit people around. Basically what it is, and that it's just the energy, leftover energy from that tragic event. And people have actually caught apparitions. They've caught sounds. They've catched all kinds of stuff, from that location and that on film. And yet they tried to interact and they got nothing. Okay, well, there's nothing to communicate with. And that it's like I said, it's like a skipping record or a repeating of a video, and that it's just a memory, residual kind of thing. That's basically all it is, and you can get that kind of haunting anywhere. Okay, and so if you come across a haunting that's residual or memory, and that there isn't going to be any communication, but you will be able to pick up stuff on camera, voice recording, and stuff like that. All you're basically doing is recording something that happened in the past, and that there's no people around. It's just the, like I said, the memory, and that's it. Okay. Now, when it comes to spirit energy, which is known as intelligent energy, okay, that's where the word spirit comes in. Okay, because that's when there's actual interaction. Okay, that's when you get your equipment. Especially if you have a ghost box or a Frank's box or an EVP recorder, voice recorder. You ask questions and you get responses back. Okay, well, that's an actual interaction, just like with a psychic medium. Then make a link into the energy of a spirit person. Okay. And to me, that's one of the best places, the best events to go to is when there's an actual, if it's an intelligent haunting, in other words, there's spirit people around, and it's actually communication. To me, I love that, because not only do you know that there's spirit people around, but you actually get to interact with them, communicate with them, and even better, and that they get to tell you their stories, and that's basically what going to a paranormal investigation or doing a reading or whatever, and there's actual communication. So that's what I mean by intelligent haunting. Okay, is that there's actually a spirit energy around, or spirit energies around, and that part I find really fascinating, because you get to hear their stories, how they lived, how they died, what they did, all the really I call the most fascinating stuff. Okay, and the more information you get from them, the more you can learn from them, but most of all, the more that you can help them, and the more that you help them, you can actually bring closure to them, and that, as well as get evidence of spirit energy, paranormal, what have you, and that. But at the same time, and then get to help them with closure. You get to help them to cross over, if that's what they need, and that, or you can help them. Yes, So basically, there's it's almost like a win-win, kind of thing, with having actual interaction, And now the third entity that I wanted to talk about, and that this is one of my favorites, is when I mention angels. Okay, well, as we know that we have the regular angels from the heavenly realm, and that. Now, basically, a lot of people actually they kind of get a little bit confused as to what an angel is or does, and that to my learning, and that all basically an angel really is, and that is a tanker, and that is, first of all, a comforter, but also a messenger. Okay, that's basically their role, and that is a messenger and a comforter. Okay, and usually what they can do, and that is, especially when you go in, when you do a prayer state, and that the angels they deliver your message to God, and then they bring from God back to you. Okay, that's their role, is to make sure that the message from me is to God, and God to me again. Okay, that's basically what their role is. They're messengers, but at the same time, they're also comforters. Okay, now when it comes to the kind of angels that are also considered protectors, okay, you've heard of the archangels, okay, like Archangel Michael and all these other individual archangels, and that, well, they have pretty well the same role, plus, and that they're kind of like angelic bodyguards, or angelic security guards, and in a way, and that's why a lot of people, if they go into a location where they need as much protection as possible, okay, they carry around either little statuettes or necklaces, and that, or rosary beads, or what have you, and they have a little statue of an archangel. Okay, well, that is a representation, and that of that protective force, and that, like I said, that they're not only messengers and comforters, but they're also spiritual bodyguards and spiritual security guards. Okay, they're there for your protection, especially if there's a negative energy around. Okay, they're there to kind of step in where you know that you are kind of outsourced spirit energy wise, and that they can step in and tell the negative energy, okay, back off, Okay, I'm protecting this person. That's basically their role. And that. And the funny part is that negative energies, they'll never ever admit that they're either afraid or intimidated by these archangels. Okay, because where the archangels, where their um, powers and their influence and all their energy and strength comes from, simple God, and that He's the one that gives them their role, and that and it's not just modern times that these archangels have been helping mankind, and that they've been doing this for all time, okay, from the beginning to the end, and that which is beyond our perception, and that. But all we have to know is that when we get into a really really tight spot and we feel there's a negative energy around us, well, by calling out to the archangel or archangels and saying, okay, I need your protection, I need your guidance, your love, your input. By praying to them, and that is basically calling spiritual security and saying, okay, I got someone here I don't want around, and I need help. Well, that's basically their role, and that. But the thing is, a lot of people they don't really believe all the things that an archangel can do, or they don't understand archangels enough. And either way, prayer state to the heavenly realms, asking for protection, asking for help, asking for guidance, and that all it takes is just to ask, and that, and they'll never say, "Oh, we'll think about it, let you know in a few days." That's something. That's the crap we have to put up with on the earth plane, not in heavenly realms, and that just merely thinking about it, and that that's basically when the archangels basically say, "Okay, we're on it," and that, and usually, once the angelic love, envelops you in that protection, and that usually you can tell that something good's happening because your anxiety level starts to go down, knowing that they're doing their job to keeping you safe. Okay, so basically, like I said, when it comes to angels and that, they have multiple roles, and that, and they're also guides as well, and that, and so whenever you go into a haunted location, and you need extra guidance, extra protection, that's their role. Okay, and it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't really matter what religion you follow, and there's always a heavenly realm. There's always archangels to um, guide you, protect you, as well as instruct you, and that they'll always have your back, put it that way, and that, and I think they really are encouraged when you actually carry symbolisms of who they are, whether small statuette, necklace, whatever, they think, okay, your heart believes in them just as much as your head does, and that's when you think, okay, we've got a good thing going here, okay, and now the final one, this one, I don't like talking about it very much, and that because I get very uneasy when I talk about it, but I feel it's necessary, and that this has to do with demons. Okay, now I don't touch that. Okay, but as you know that you have multiple demons for different things. That's basically what I want to say. For different things, for different situations, and that, and basically, because they're not only liars, thieves, murderers, they'll trick you into anything. in order to get your defenses down and that. But especially if you're trying to connect with spirit and you're not protected, and that a demon will actually mask itself as an angel of light, or they'll actually mask themselves as a loved one, or they'll mask themselves as a small child, as an innocent child, in order to deceive you, and that. And when you and usually like your spirit guides or your angelic love, they're always around you, because they know that when there's a demon nearby, you need as much protection as you can get, and that. And it's then that your spirit, well, like for instance, my spirit guide, and that, and I've also had angels help as well, and that. And usually if you get a sickly feeling or an uneasy feeling, if an energy is nearby and this energy tries to trick you into saying, oh, I'm one of your lost relatives, or I'm a little child, or I'm an angel of light, but the warning bells are going off. You start feeling sick to your stomach, you start feeling very uneasy about this energy, and that. Well, that's basically the angelic love saying, okay, this individual, this energy that's trying to deceive you, and that is not who it says it is. It's not a child, it's not a loved one, it's not an angel, it's a demon lying to you, and that. And once you come to the realization, I'm being lied to. This is not a kid, this is not a relative, this is not an angel, this is a demon. And that by calling upon the archangel and saying, okay, I need you to push this evil thing back. I don't have anything to do with it. And that get rid of it. Like in the name of God, back off. Okay, see, that's where the angels protect you from a lying demon, and even if you come across a negative energy that was once a person, and that they protect you from that too, and that it's just a question of saying, okay, God, okay, I need help, and that let me know if this energy is the real deal or not. If it isn't, please, in the name of God, back off, get rid of them, get lost. I don't have anything to do with you, and that. I'll depend on my angelic love, or I'll depend on my spirit guide, and that, or even the archangels, and that, to get to the real truth, and that to help me connect with my actual family, and that. You see, they'll always give you that kind of gut sick feeling, uneasy feeling. See, that's your angelic defenses saying, okay, you got a demon here that's lying to you, or you got a negative energy lying to you. You need to, get rid of that. Like put up a spiritual wall of defense, and that, because if you try to do all this stuff by yourself, guess what? Nothing's going to happen, and bad things may happen. That's why it's so important to depend on the angelic love, and that to help you, discern the real spirit people from a lying demon. That's what I'm saying, and that. But like I can say that I'm no expert in this area. This is just basically based upon my own experiences, and that. But anyway, people, I really appreciate your time in watching this video. If you get anything out of it, fantastic. Okay, if you liked it, hit the thumbs up, and that. Let me know what you liked, and that. And the next stream will be in a day or two or something like that. I haven't found a topic yet, and that. And once again, big thanks to Tinker for joining me, again. God bless her. And then, and, oh yeah, and also, if you like these, not just this video, but other videos that I've done, if you like them, hit the subscribe, hit the notification. That way, every time I go live, and that, you'll get a notification, and that, and we will both learn together. So, why? So, okay, hold on a second. My wife is asking for something. Okay, so anyway, I gotta go. So, thank you for your time. God bless. And then until next time, and then love and light to all. Okay? Toodaloo. Stay safe.